Hello and welcome back to Running the Table, the podcast where we talk about everything on the table in the world of sports. And today we have some NFL free agency. And we start off with the big saga that has finally come to a close. And that is
Finally,
Aaron
ending. It's
Rodgers
over.
and where in the world is he going to end up? And finally, he signs an extension, a big one, with Green Bay returning for his 18th season.
Yes.
Some of the, I know you are ecstatic about the way that things have.
We
have
got a
turned out
quarterback
today.
back. Let's
Yes.
go.
And a lot of the details are still yet to be unknown, other than reportedly 4 years, $200 million extension, which would put him at around that 50 a year, which is makes him the highest paid per year quarterback in the league. And it's supposedly around 150. Yes, and supposedly about 153 million is guaranteed. So that really shook up some things because a lot of people and a lot of teams were kind of preparing for the new era of where Rodgers was going to move and what that was going to mean for the Packers. But lo and behold, here we are back in the same boat that we started in.
Yeah, they thought all the people that were telling me, oh, Aaron Rodgers is leaving. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Denver Bronco. He's going to Pittsburgh. He's going to Indianapolis. You can all officially shut your darn mouths because he's back like I ever had a doubt in my mind.
You know, there was a lot of people with doubts. I certainly had my doubt myself. And a big part of that is, for me at least, was looking at their cap space, which obviously we covered in our video of what's wrong with the Green Bay Packers. Not a good situation, but some of that what helped is they had their 25 mil cap increase going into the new season, which helped the Packers sort of retool some things around. And part of the way of, I guess, that they signed this extension managed them not only to allow them to pay him this much money, but also squeak in on the franchise tag for Davante Adams. So another player,
we got him
the
back
other
too.
Arguably key guy that the Packers were able to keep. So this puts
excitement
the Packers
overload.
in...
Excitement overload. We're running it back. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to the freaking Super Bowl. Green Bay Packers Super Bowl champions. It's just give us the ring. Just give us the ring.
About the last time you made this claim?
Give us the ring, baby. No, we don't, because I will say that with full confidence again. Okay. Hype train overload explosion aside. Yeah, this is exactly what we needed. Like you said, the $25 million or so that we freed up in cap space, that really helped with restructuring David Bakhtiari, Kenny Clark, and Aaron Jones. And then Rodgers extension, for however much that may be. Schefter and Rappaport, they jumped the gun in saying that for 4 years, $200 million, $153 million guaranteed. Yeah, no. Pat McAfee, who broke the news for Aaron Rodgers, said that it wasn't true. And like his sources tell him that the news wasn't true. And people on Twitter are like, who are your sources? His source is Aaron Rodgers himself. All right. So I think that's about a pretty good a source as any. So, but that freed up a little bit more money, the extension itself. And like you said, it gave them room to franchise tag Davante Adams in hope of getting an extension done sometime in the future. I hope that's the next extension that the Packers get done. So it's huge. It sets the Packers up to, be Super Bowl contenders in 2022 and a couple years in the future. But then you get into a situation where there was a first-round pick a couple years ago by the name of Jordan Love. What's Love got to do with it? What the heck do you do there?
Yeah. Do you just leave him sitting there? I don't remember. I don't know the exact years of when his rookie contract is going to be up, where that falls in all of this. But
yeah, so a normal quarterback rookie contract is 4 years. And if you take him in the first round, it's a 5th-year player option that a team can pick up. So he's got 2 years left on his rookie deal. And Jordan Love has not played I'm not going to say like a snap of meaningful football, because he had the game against New Orleans. He had the start against Kansas City. He had the second half against Detroit. So we've seen some of Jordan Love, but not enough
flashes,
Jordan Love.
But not a whole lot to make a real good impression of his true potential, given an offense that he can actually work around and build connections with a lot of the guys.
But I will say this. Some reports from some former scouts have said that the Packers can get as high as a second round pick for Jordan Love because of the talent and the upside that Jordan Love had on his draft reports, because he was a very raw guy coming out of college and quite frankly still is. He had like the Patrick Mahomes comparison of that upside, but with also the sloppiness. So you get that talent and that upside, and you get 2 years of learning behind MVP, back-to-back MVP, and future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers. So some teams will maybe see that gamble and say, hey, it's worth the price tag of a second round pick or maybe a first, but I think that's reaching. I think a first is a little bit unrealistic, but hey, if you're going to give us a first for Jordan Love, we'll take it. So, but yeah, this whole Rodgers extension, you sign him into his early 40s. And then you got Jordan Love sitting there with his rookie contract set to expire pretty soon. And then it just creates a whole lot of different situations. Not so much with Rodgers, but the other guy, J Love. So
yeah, and looking even past the quarterback situation, now with these two guys out of the way, you set your sights on what's going to happen with the rest of the guys that are potentially turning free agents, like we talked about previously for the Green Bay Packers, because they still have a lot of guys on that chopping block of what guys do you try to kind of retool, restructure a contract, try to re-sign them on a lower deal if they'll take it, or what guys they're going to have to let go.
You know, as a fan, I don't want to think about that until like a week later. That'll be like, as a fan, I'm like, that's
you want to celebrate. You want to celebrate the win.
I want to celebrate getting Rodgers and Davante back after everybody and their mother were like, yeah, they're not getting those two guys back. Psych, you thought, they're back. But that is a very valid question to ask. What do you do with the other guys that are free agents? What do you do with like a Marquez Valdez-Scantling or an Alan Lazard or a Devondre Campbell or a Rasul Douglas? Do you have the money to bring them back?
Yeah, you just start going down the line with all those guys.
And your franchise tag you just used on your all-pro wide receiver, which, I mean, thank you. We get him back.
It makes sense. It was the logical choice.
Yes. But then
it still leaves the question mark everywhere else.
Those other free agents. And as much as I would like to get everybody back, quite frankly, that's not realistic. But the Packers are definitely going to try their darndest. But, you know, Tim, have we covered just about everything?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot that came out of just that one little stretch there with the signing and then the franchise tag for this Packers organization. There's a lot of questions that are going to be arising in the coming weeks, but as you said, right now, it's a win for Packers fans to see their team and their franchise at least seemingly salvaged at this point for the meantime. But yeah, I think that will do it for us today. We've got a lot of videos covering all of the Power 6 conferences for college basketball, plenty of NFL videos throughout the season including end of season stuff. And we've got plenty more videos coming up in terms of March Madness and more of NFL free agency as it happens. So keep on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, like and subscribe, and we out.
Go Pack, go.